everyone? Welcome back to the North American LCS. I'm David Freak Turley, joined here by two of the All-Stars here from Velocity, NK Inc and Ecco. So guys, congratulations on your win. When you came into it from Champion Select, what was your plan?
I don't know. Going in, I just know that I wanted to pick Ahri. I wanted to take that away from him, get my revenge, because they did the same last time. So we kind of had a comp in mind, more of like an AoE team fight comp, and just kind of got the picks we wanted and then just executed perfectly.
Cool. So was Jarvan a big key to that then, of just getting the AoE team fight together?
We kind of just wanted to run Jarvan Rumble together because it's just really strong for dragon fights, and then even late game it's really good. And then when they kind of picked like Karthus into that, I thought that was kind of silly because Jarvan can kind of zone Karthus off unless he flashes out, and then it's just going to be Karthus sitting on a Rumble ult, not damaging the rest of your team.
So I want to actually ask you about the opposing team's jungle choices, because you're known as a big jungle Evelyn player, as one of the most banned against your team, and then now twice in a row they're picking Evelyn against you. Is that interesting to you at all, or?
I don't know. I just know how to deal with it better than like most other junglers or most other teams, because it's like if you're a really good Evelyn player, then you know how to deal with a really good Evelyn, because you know what counters you. So
for the guys watching at home, what do you do to beat a jungle Evelyn, a good jungle Evelyn?
Well, pink ward behind you is step one.
Okay.
Because if they come behind you with Shen Eve, you're pretty much screwed. And then the other thing is like you want a lot of team fight control abilities like Zyra ult or Jarvan ult, so that they can't really maneuver around the fight and do that much. It kind of zones their carries while they just die, because Eve's not really that tanky.
All right, so let's actually move forward and talk about you guys in the playoff picture. You've got 6 games left in the season. You do have the potential of making the playoffs. Where is your mind state at right now?
As long as it's mathematically possible, we're going to keep giving it a shot. But as soon as it's not mathematically possible, we'll probably try some more interesting stuff. And you might see things reminiscent of the Janna Ezreal thing and just try out stuff.
Why have you guys stopped running that strategy? It seemed so promising before.
A lot of people just figured out how to deal with it, so that was probably the biggest factor there.
But you guys have more. You guys are more playing in the darkness in case you want to try out other crazy things.
Well, of course.
All right, I'm looking forward to that. Not necessarily you guys knocked into the playoffs, but I want to see more crazy things from you guys. They're really interesting to watch. I love seeing you guys' new strategies. So, Ecco, I want to talk to you then about joining here on Velocity. You were on Marn. Unfortunately, Marn didn't make it into the split. You're back here partway through. What was that like, sort of rejoining the LCS?
It's a really good feeling to rejoin. I wish it, to be honest, would have stayed with Marn. That way it would have done well. I really enjoyed playing with Marn, but I really enjoy my new team as well. It's been very welcoming, pretty good atmosphere and all that. Let me play a champs that I want. So I'm enjoying it. I'm glad to be back in LCS. I enjoyed the amateur scene and stuff. It's starting to pick up a lot, which it hadn't been more in the past, which is really good. It gives them a lot more practice and all that. But definitely want to be here. So.
Cool. So I want to actually ask you guys a follow-up question about the departure of Vileroze. If I understand it correctly, you and evelyn are the new shot callers. How has it been sort of embracing this new shot calling role out of nowhere?
Well, like before with Vile on the team, I kind of did a lot of like the mid-game stuff where it was like, we'll get this tower, or like this is our level 1, or like we're going to tower dive this guy, or like what our plan was. Like I had the plan, like the groundwork laid out. It was just like, he did more of like we're going to do Baron, or we should push mid, or we should like do all this stuff. So I'm just kind of going, all right, well, we want to get this tower, or we want to win this fight, or like we should go mid because our comp's better than theirs, or try to bait a fight here and then turn it on them. You know, it's just.
Okay. Cool. So a lot of good calls then, of course, for you guys. You won that fight really well strategically as well as on individual play. So last question for you guys. I want to look into the future of Velocity. You guys. You said you're going to keep going for it in case you still have the chance to make it to the playoffs and kind of staying in there. If it does go to relegation, if bad things do happen to you guys, is Velocity sticking together? You're going to make a run at the challenger scene. What's in the future for your team?
We haven't really thought about it yet since it's still mathematically possible.
Okay.
But as soon as we're out, we'd probably discuss it and decide what we want to do as soon as we know what the future holds, I guess.
All right, well, guys, thank you very much for the interview, and I do hope to see you guys stick around. You guys are an awesome team to watch. You guys pull out some really cool things. So, again, thank you for your time. Good luck in the rest of your matches, and congrats on your win right here.